3, 2, 1. All right, we're here with Southern Connecticut State University women's lacrosse coach Maureen Spellman, back for another week of the Coach's Corner. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, a lot of good things to talk about as the Owls opened up the season on Saturday with a thrilling 10-9 overtime victory over Merrimack. Certainly, a great way to get off the season on the right foot. Let's start off with looking back at Saturday. Can you just give us your assessment of the team's play in the game?
Well, like I said in our previous talk, I knew we would have some first game jitters. We battled them. We came out. We had great energy in the warm up. We had a great. There was a ton of excitement, but at the same time there was this kind of calm across the team. And I think that was really, really key to the finish of the game. I knew we would struggle a little bit. We made some mental mistakes here and there, but we got the job done. Everybody did their job, and that was kind of the key that I went in with. Make sure that, listen, don't set too many goals for yourself. You're going out, you're playing lacrosse. We've been practicing for months, all fall, all spring. This is what you're practicing for. Don't think about every little thing you have to do right. Just go out and play the game, and they did it.
Now, the resolve was tested. The character was tested. You're down in the second half, and kind of in a similar boat last year against them. Mm-hmm. And again, talk about this team's ability to come back, eventually take the lead, then Merrimack forces overtime, and yet you're still able to get the goal in the extra time to win the game.
I think the biggest thing for us this year is we just had fantastic leadership on Saturday, and we will throughout the year, but the captains really stepped up. We didn't have to go through, this is what you have to do, this is what you need to do. The captains were like, listen, we're here, we're ready to play. Nobody's going to come here and beat us in our house, not on day one. It was really about the leadership on Saturday. We made a huge stop on defense. Alex came up with some huge saves, and that was key, and then we transferred it forward.
Beauty of live TV, you gotta love the phone in the background. But anyway, we'll forge on here. With that said, you can look at the stats and you can pick out some things and you can see the games from up top. But from your vantage point on the sidelines and as the head coach, were there any pleasant surprises right off the bat here in game one?
Well, I was definitely pleased, obviously, with the outcome of the game. I not too many surprises. What I said in the beginning of the game was, listen, you just need to do your job. And if every one person does their job, we're going to be happy with the result. And, Healy knew her job was to score goals. Sam knew her job was to score goals. Alex knew her job was to stop goals. Bree knew her job was to cause turnovers, and we did everything that we were supposed to do. Like I said, a few mental mistakes here. We can recover from that. And they came out on top. They had a lot of heart, a lot of charisma. They were just really, really wanted to win, and they willed it.
This week, well, as we talked about a little bit last week, this week, it's for the next 5 days. I mean, it's 3 games in 5 days, and then if you want to look ahead even further, that cluster becomes even more prominent. But focusing on this week and the next 5 days ahead of you, is that a concern? Because you in essence go from just preseason to kind of jumping right into it.
Yeah.
So what's the mindset as you head into this week?
Well, the biggest thing is what we do in preseason is we say, listen, this is preseason's long, but as soon as the season starts, it's over. And this is what I'm talking about, these stretches where we've got 4 games in 7 days. We really got to get our minds right. We've got to get our bodies right. So it'll be a little less practicing, a lot more film, a lot of team meetings, kind of just mentally preparing for the next couple days. And we've got 2 out of conference teams, and then we prep for New Haven, and we really want to go down to Florida with a winning record. That's the goal.
We'll start with tomorrow. You're going to hit the road, play Dowling. Have you had a chance to look at them on film? What's the outlook?
So Dowling, I'm the only one in this group with experience with Dowling. None of these players have ever played them. This is new for them. I know in my experience they're very fast. They're very athletic. I've gotten a little bit of film on them, but not enough to prep as best as we would like to. But I think if we go in there and we play our game to the best of our ability, I think everything's going to be just fine.
And then last question for you as the week progresses, I'm sure coach speak one game at a time, you're looking at, but, you do have post at home and then stack on the road again. Any thoughts on those opponents?
2 more out-of-conference games. You know, posts we've played in the past. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see some other talent on the field as far as our bench, see the depth of our bench in that game. And then we haven't played. We didn't play them last year. Again, I don't have much information on them, but we're going to do the best we can to prep. But from my experience, they're athletic, they're quick. So we're going to try to expose a little bit of their weaknesses, maybe try a little something different on defense.
All right, well, a 1-0 start for Southern Connecticut. Coach, thanks
Best
for
way
joining
to start.
us. And we look forward to chatting with you again next week. Good
Thanks for
luck this
having
week.
me. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, thanks again, everyone. And again, be sure to check back here on our YouTube page next week for week 3 of Coach's Corner with Maureen Spellman. Have a great week, everyone.